Ta-da! Hey everybody, welcome back to Renewed Homestead. Ben and Denise here, and we are out in the barn, and we've been digging for what?
Well, you've been digging. We needed to make another DIY root cellar in the barn for the potatoes, because as you saw, we've got an amazing potato harvest. The one that we did last year was not big enough, so we're adding a second one, but we made some adjustments, and we wanted to bring you along to show you some of what we learned last year and what adjustments we're making.
Yep. And the main issue that we had was we got some moisture in there.
Yes.
And we layered the straw as we said we were supposed to do, and they lasted a long time. I mean, they lasted until what? Now it's July. Those lasted until
it was almost May.
Almost May, yeah.
Yeah, it was almost May, and then what we did, so metal sweats, right? Mm-hmm. So we did get some moisture, and they did great. So what we did, though, when we wanted seed potatoes, is we pulled out the potatoes we wanted to use. We left some of the potatoes in.
Used for eating.
Yeah, used for eating, sorry. And then we allowed the potatoes we just left the other ones in the bottom, allowed them to.
And boy, did they shoot out eyes and long roots. And
yeah, it was awesome.
They were ready to go on the ground, and you just saw us harvest
the
product of that. So now we had an idea. We thought with the moisture, what if we take some of these collapsible bags, like you might get a food delivery in, because we've got several of these around, and then we realized no, they've got to have that airflow. So not all of our ideas work out the right way we want, but at least we realized it now rather than halfway into the season and we pull them out and there's mush. That would be bad. So what we are going to do instead, we have plenty of paper bags. I mean, they are lined, but they do breathe a little bit. So we're going to put those around the outside edge of the cans.
Well, that was inside.
Well, sorry, not the outside of the can, inside the can on the outside perimeter. So to be inside along the wall, and then the potatoes and the straw will be up against that. We're hoping that gives a little more ventilation, and hey, we'll find out.
Yeah, absolutely. But so metal does sweat. Like I said, it wasn't a huge issue for us, but we did notice some moisture. Sorry about the guineas. I fed them a moment ago. They're going at it again, so hopefully it's not too loud. Thank you. So we're gonna go ahead and line, like he said, line this to hopefully keep the moisture out. And then we'll come back and let you know how it goes. So let's show you how we plan on doing this. And I'll put a link to the video from last year so you can see exactly how we did it. But do you want to show them?
That's how deep we had to dig.
Do you want to show them the air holes? I don't know if you did or not.
I didn't, but you got some video of me drilling those holes. I don't know how well you can see them, but it doesn't. Sorry about the guineas.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, Mom's coming. Now let's get quiet. She's bribing them. Yep, mealworms. Not the ones in the farm, which, by the way, as an update, the mealworm farm that we set up, we're starting to get beetles in there, which is great because they are the ones that lay the eggs. And it starts perpetuating the whole process, but they're doing good. We did learn you don't want to do cucumber slices because they get too mushy in there with the oatmeal, but potatoes are working fine. So anyway, well, while she silences the birds, let's get to burying this can, and I've still got to drill the hole in the top. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So, whoops, that's the size difference in the cans, but this one, we just drilled a hole through with some PVC so the air can flow through and nothing can drop down straight down in.
There is a screen.
Yeah, we have a screen around it so we don't get bugs down in it, and then we put just one of these paper bags over it last year, and then threw straw on top of that as well to keep the cool in. Mm-hmm. So I got to do the same thing with that one. Not going to do it. You know I want to. But anyway, so we'll get the can in, then probably pause while we drill some holes into this and go from there.
Yeah.
All right. Be right back. Doing. That one should be good, right? Mm-hmm. that'll work like that.
I would think so.
Should I have it folded over on the bottom or not?
I think there'll be enough airflow.
All right. Now, for a layer of straw, and then taters. That's a reach. Here we go. All right. So I'm not sure. Did we mention that we got a full wheelbarrow full plus 2 5-gallon buckets?
Yeah, about 3 times apparently.
Apparently so. We're proud of our harvest.
Apparently.
So let's get these buried because day's getting long.
Yes.
And it's getting warm. But it is important that you don't wash your potatoes. They need that dirt. Creates a little protection for them.
That's not going to bruise them, is it?
I don't know. I would hope not, but I guess I should be a little more careful. They've got a nice cushy spot to land.
Now it is important to remember, do not put any potatoes in that have disease or that are damaged, because what'll happen is they'll rot, and then they're going to rot everything else that are in your root cellar. And that goes for a regular root cellar, a DIY trash can root cellar, however you're storing them. Do not store them with bad potatoes.
Which is actually a trick Mom taught me long ago at the grocery store. She would always smell a bag of potatoes. I'm like, why would you do that? Said you can always smell a rotten potato. And any of you have smelled a rotten potato? That's right. And so if you get a bag that's got one in it, you're going to lose several, or if not the whole bag. So
Yes.
a good little life hack there, I guess. All right, potatoes have been buried,
Yes.
reburied.
Yes, reburied.
So let's see, lessons learned. We love planting potatoes in straw. It makes it very
Absolutely.
easy, and you're going to link the other video, both how we planted them, right?
That was done on the last video.
Okay, all right. And then this one we will link the burying the other.
Yeah, the DIY, how we made the root cellar trash can.
Yeah, the first one.
Trash can root cellar, I guess, technically.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it worked. It saved them. Didn't have to have them in the fridge.
They didn't freeze. We didn't have any issues with that. We didn't have any issues when it started getting hot. I mean, they did well. And we'll explain this in the other video, but explain really quickly why we have to bury it.
The average temperature of your ground, I believe below, at about 2 feet, drops to about 55 degrees and stays that way almost the whole time, year round, freezing or sweltering heat. But that's how the old timers kept their stuff cold. That or what do they call it, a milk can house. What are those with the water that runs through them from a creek?
Oh my gosh, I know this.
Pop quiz. I know you know. You tell us. The old timers, they would build a house and it would have a creek.
Cool house.
Nope.
No, something house.
No, the water would actually run into concrete cisterns and keep their milk in there, and then the water go right back out to the
I know
the
the
creek.
name.
I do
Something
too.
house.
Let's leave it to them.
Oh
Put it
my
in the
gosh.
comments. You know the
Yes,
name.
you know
You know
what
what
it
we're
is.
talking about.
You know what it
You
is.
know what we're thinking. So tell us what we're thinking. So anyway,
Cold house? No.
no, quit guessing. They're going to tell us. You can tell me. You can whisper it to me later.
Oh, okay, yes. I'll remember it as soon as we're done shooting the video.
Absolutely.
You know I will. So, bathhouse?
No, quit guessing. Quit guessing. No, the
All right.
bathhouse is down there where the ducks swim.
The pond.
The pond.
All right, so since we don't have a root cellar that is on the list, down the road we are going to be putting a root cellar into the side of the hill. But we obviously don't have time for that right now or the funds for that right now. So that is a project that's going to have to wait. So for right now, this is what we're doing to actually store our potatoes and make sure that we have them for months to come.
That's right. Yeah, we're probably going to have to go get another trash can because we've got a whole other potato garden to harvest here in
Yeah.
a couple of weeks.
Well, you know what? It's
It's a good problem to have.
a good problem to have. Sorry about the guineas. One of the reasons we're also doing this not only for us, but so we can help out the community if times really do get tough. So
potatoes go a long way.
They do.
Yeah, they're a good filler.
Yes.
So, thought there was something else. I mentioned about Mom sniffing the bags of potatoes at the store. Oh, just kind of an off, sort of on subject. Shh. Hey, guineas.
Let me go bribe him again. I'll be right back.
What I wanted to mention, we got hay for our sheep, and we got it early.
Potential cows.
And potential cows, and we're looking at a couple of goats.
Maybe.
Maybe. Anyway, you see the pile of hay behind us? This is the first time we bought from this person. And inspect your hay if it's being delivered, because he brought extra bales for us, which is nice. He wants to keep his customers happy, but the strings on these things all broke apart, and it's been a huge mess. So the number of bales that fell apart are far more than the 5 or 6 free ones that he gave us.
I think he gave us 8 free ones.
No, whatever it wasn't worth it. We should have sent it right back with them and said no thanks. But I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know, right? And so if you're ever getting hay, take a look at it before if it's being delivered. If you're picking it up, well, you get to see it on the spot and you can just drive away. But
yes, but this year, the hay prices, and there were a lot of hay fields that did not get cut here because we've gotten a lot of rain the last few days, but we have been in a drought.
Yep.
And I know, like Texas, it's bad. It's really bad in Texas, y'all. I posted something about it in the community if you haven't seen it yet on the YouTube community post. But we wanted to get our hay early because there's no guarantee we're going to be able to get hay, good hay, non-sprayed hay, because we do not get sprayed hay. And from what we're hearing from everybody is that if you don't get it now, you are probably not going to get it, or the prices you're going to pay are going to be exorbitant. Yep. So, and I know Greg Judy says he doesn't feed his sheep hay. Yeah, they can get under the ice, but I want to make sure they're okay.
We want to make sure they've got food.
Yes,
just in
and
case.
we're planning on 2 milk cows, so they cannot get under the ice, so they are going to need straw.
Yep.
Or hay, not straw, sorry.
Anyway, I know it's kind of a side subject, but since we were using the hay and you can see it piled up here haphazardly, it's just how it is.
Yeah,
but
we're giving a little bit to the rabbits right now, but not much.
What rabbits? Oh, we need to introduce.
That'll be the next video. Well, that'll be a soon video.
It's a sneak peek at something coming up. Yes.
New faces on the homestead.
That's right. that one's zonked. Work hard, play hard, and sleep hard. Yes. Silly cat. Cat? Shh. What cat? Silly Decker.
Silly Decker.
Okay. Well, since they took all the rain out of the forecast, it should be raining any minute now, the way it's been doing the last few days. But,
right.
So, all right. Questions, post them. This is our second time doing this, and I don't want to say we're experts by any means, but we've learned a lot. And if we forgot to cover anything, we're happy to share. And
yeah, let us know if you've used this method or what method you're using. I know our neighbor Larry, he said his parents used to dig a big hole in the ground and they'd put straw potatoes just right in the ground.
Yep.
To keep them cool and warm actually during the winter. So let us know how y'all do it if you don't have a root cellar.
Hey.
Or a basement.
Did we mention that we had a full wheelbarrow full and 2 5-gallon buckets of potatoes? She's Irish. That's not enough, I can assure you.
You're Irish too. You're Scotch-Irish.
I'm Scotch-Irish.
Yes, you are. Don't tell his grandma though.
No, she's gone.
I found out during our wedding, so we did a Celtic themed wedding, and I actually found his hunting plaid from like the 1100s and his clan plaid, and incorporated them into our wedding, and we did a Celtic wedding.
Tartan.
Our tartan, yeah. Did I say plaid? I have not slept, guys, in like 2 weeks. I'm sorry, I really haven't. I've been having trouble sleeping, so my brain is mush. But yes, I found his tartan colors and his clan tartan and the hunting tartan, and we incorporated that into the wedding.
My family has a castle.
His family does have a castle. I think
And it's still standing.
I think it's Duarte. I think that's how you pronounce it. Duarte. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. It's in Scotland.
Me and about 10,000 others share a...
Yes. But I
ownership.
was able to go back to his family like before the 1100s and trace his ancestry back. It was really cool. And I found out he was Scotch-Irish, and I went and told his grandmother, his grandmother who passed, a year ago? Just over a year ago?
A year and a half, yeah.
Yeah, a year and a half ago. And right before we got married, I went up to her and said, hey, I have this amazing ancestry. I found out you guys are Scotch-Irish. She looked at me, no, we are not. We are Irish. I was like, yes, you're right. I was mistaken.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. You're not Scottish at all.
I don't know what her beef is and why she's so staunch about that.
Yes,
but
you still have family in Ireland.
yeah.
Actually, family in Ireland. But so his grandmother was convinced there was no Scottish in their DNA. It was all Irish. So don't know why, but he's Scotch-Irish.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. What do you think? Should I start wearing a kilt?
No, did you just say that?
We're here to please our viewers.
Let's wrap it up. Please.
All right, we'll wrap it up before I commit to anything else. What
Yes.
is that rooster doing?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that rooster got dropped on his head. As he runs along, he flaps his wings and like
Hops.
somersaults and hops and.
He's just a happy rooster. Why wouldn't he be?
That's true. these birds, all these animals. Look at Decker sacked out over there. All these animals don't realize how good they've got it.
Yes.
Decker sacked out on the hay. Dog can sleep anywhere.
Yes.
All right, since I'm under orders to wrap this up, you be good to yourself and be good to each other and your neighbors.
Yes. And God bless. We'll see you on the next video.
God willing.
Bye,
Take
y'all.
care, everybody. Bye-bye.